Hey guys, if anybody wants to come hang out, that would be awesome. I feel bad because I didn't stream on Wednesday, and I don't know, I was just feeling kind of inspired today and thought I would just turn the camera on and see if anybody shows up. I was going to just do a video, but then that's boring. It's a lot more fun when there's someone there to interact with. So I always feel like I'm talking to myself if I'm just recording a video. So hopefully somebody somewhere in the world will show up. Oh, so been working on, well, first of all, hi Kat. I was wondering if you would show up. I kind of thought maybe you would. How you doing? Hi Willow. Hi Judy. Good morning, you guys. Hello from Maryland. A Ephraim. A a free me. Oh, a free me. I get it. Yay. I love it. It takes a while, you know. It's like me with the license plates. I never can get those. How are you guys doing? I'm covered with glue and ink and all kinds of crap. So whoever wants to say, you know, your hands are gross, go ahead. Because they are. Ah, the kids have been at daycare today and I'm pulling books apart. Right on. I love pulling books apart. One of my favorite activities. And speaking of pulling books apart, that's been my pastime for the last, well, year or so. But really been going at it hard for the last few days, except for, you know, yesterday and the day before. You guys, I may experience some weirdness with my internet if it pops in and out. I'm sorry. I actually dropped my computer the other day, and it completely shattered the screen on my laptop. So my son has kindly allowed me to use his laptop, but I don't have the software installed on it to do my live streams and stuff, and I didn't feel like, you know, yeah, I know. It tells me every now and then that I have dropped frames, and so that just means basically my connection is kind of, you know, hiccuping. But anyway, I am doing much better, Judy. I was seriously fighting a migraine for days, literally, like days. It's really weird. Um, Hang on, let me see if I can figure out why it's doing that. So this XSplit thing wants me to run an update, and I haven't been wanting to do it. And yeah, it just has to do with my network at the moment. It's just my internet connection. So it's Comcast, okay? And, you know, a lot of the time in the middle of the night, Comcast restarts my modem and stuff, and it does weird glitchy things. So anyways, but yeah, so wait. Oh, good morning from Switzerland. Hi, Eve. Georgia, hey, how's it going? Just for a couple minutes? Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate it. So let's see. What somebody said something about Reader's Digest. Yes. Complete Book of the Garden. I might have actually had one of those at some point. Can't remember. But yeah, I love all those. I like a lot of the old Reader's Digest books. They're pretty cool. I got a couple of books that I thought were kind of interesting through eBay. This McCall's Golden Do It book. It's actually in really good shape. I feel a little bad if I rip it up. But it's got some, am I still here? Okay. I hope so. Yeah, there's some awesome projects in here. you know, and really cool images, you know. So I don't know. I've been kind of on this like children's book kick lately. So Can't Sleep in Missouri. I'm sorry, Care. You know, I feel ya. Ooh, this is cool. Look at that. Ooh, those are neat. Almost looks like a jelly plate print kind of. Oh, it looks like, oh, it is a print. See that? Look at, they're doing it with a block. Mount foliage on block, roll ink on block, press on block with foot to get these prints. Interesting. I love them too. I love them too. It's I love these kind of books, and I've really been on a kick lately of children's books, and so you know, I've purchased a couple off of eBay. I've gotten a few in thrift stores, and just trying to find. I have a couple other ones. Oh, here they are. Here's another one that is pretty neat. The Golden Book of Crafts and Hobbies. This other one was the McCall's Golden Do It book. And I think I saw this on right, Kat? I know, huh? Who was it? Gina on the Rebookery. I'm pretty sure it was her that had this book, and I had to rewind the video a couple times so I could see what it was that she was playing around in. But and then I think she also had this book, and she is so freaking inspiring. It's crazy, and I'm totally gonna make this camp stove. Look at this camp stove. It's so cool. You make it out of like a fuel can, you know, like, and then like tuna cans, and it's just like a little miniature camp stove. Isn't that cool? I should take a picture of that and post it in the group. Anyways, so this one's all just like things you can build, you know, and really cool activities and stuff. I like this other one too. It's how to make a camp shower and a wash fountain, since I've been really into camping lately. So I like this. I like the picture of the kid in the shower. Yes, recycling galore. I know. Anyway, so that one is pretty neat, and I'm gonna probably tear that one up. And then this one, I couldn't resist it. I saw it. I was just looking for sewing books on eBay, and so this is published in 1972, sorry. The Complete Family Sewing Book. It's put out by Curtin Publications, and so I got this one on eBay also. I know, I love I thought about you, Judy, when I saw this. Isn't that funny? I was like, yeah, Judy would like that because the colors, huh? I know. And the whole thing is just super colorful, and it has all these really neat you know, images on all of the divider tabs and stuff. I liked it because it was really colorful, you know. And I'm sure that you could find another one of this book on eBay. There were actually quite a few of them. I think I only paid about $10 for this one because it was free shipping, and you know what I liked about it? It's 3 rings. Okay, I hate 5-ring binders. Why doesn't somebody make a 5-ring hole punch? I don't get it. You know, does anybody have any like tricks or something to doing that? Because it drives me crazy, and I want to make more 5-ring binder journals, but that's where it stops me. You know, that stops me is because it's like, oh my god, then I got to punch all those holes by hand. You know, super frustrating. Anyways, yeah, I think this is a really neat book. I love all of the colorful pictures, and look at all the purple, you know. So Yeah, this is the family sewing book. These pages are kind of like newsprint, and they're actually, this is interesting. Check this out. So these are actually stitched together. There's somebody's doctor appointment. Look at, these are connected. They're perforated. See? They're perforated, but that's weird. So these pages could easily be used in, like a standard type of, journal with signatures and stuff. Maybe run some tape across that or something. But anyway, so yeah. I've been trying to stay out of trouble, though. Oh, man. You've seen a lot of these good deals on books on eBay lately. Yeah, I know. Hi, Kathleen. Good morning. eBay actually is a really good source for vintage books. It's actually kind of cool. I have that Reader's Digest complete book to sewing, too. I was trying to find this other one. So if you do go on eBay and you're looking at vintage books, read the descriptions, okay, honestly, because something like this, where it's actually a set of 6, the description said Golden Book Illustrated Dictionary in 6 volumes, right? Well, in the fine print on the listing, it does say that it's volume 6 in the listing, but it's not like very obvious, okay? And I'm telling you, the guy was asking $14.99 for this book, which I thought was the set of 6, and actually this was published in a set of 8 also, I think a little bit later on. So this was the earlier set. Thank you, Kathleen. Thanks. I'm glad you came to say hello and stuff too. Anyway, so the guy was asking $14.99 or best offer. It was like a buy it now. So I came back to him with like $6.50. Because it's pretty rough. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not in very good shape. And so he declined that, and then he came back to me with $9.99. So, but it was free shipping. So even though it's media shipping, it's still, $3 or $4. So I thought, okay, well, considering I'm just going to tear the book up, the books, because I'm thinking it's 6 books, I was willing to pay $9.99 for them. So anyways, because I have this book already. I already have this one, right? I had this already, which is why I went on eBay looking for the other ones. You know what I mean? I wanted the whole set because I liked this one. So anyways, I accept the $9.99. I pay for it. A week later, I get the book. I open it up and I'm like, what the hell? So it's one book. So then, of course, I go back and I scour the listing because I emailed the guy and I'm like, thanks for, screwing me over on that book, Yeah, it was very disappointing. But I just told him, you can make it right if you want to. I would appreciate it, whatever you want to do to make it right, because I know the guy doesn't have the other books. But anyway, so he emailed me back, but I haven't read the message yet because I don't want to get mad all over again. Anyways, so yeah, I just said, feedback accordingly, honestly, because so just watch out, And you guys want to see what else I got? Wait, who's here? Okay. I wondered if Regina was here. She's sleeping. I know she's sleeping. But look what I got, guys. Big popcorn bags. Another person currently University Library online making right on, Georgia. Yeah, I've been watching. Thank you for that. That's cool. Um, so you're talking about images, right? Like copyright free images and stuff. Um, do you guys watch Roxy Creations? If you guys have not subscribed to Roxy Creations, she is absolutely fabulous, and she has completely inspired me over the last couple of days. And check out her channel. It's just Roxy Creations on YouTube. She started out doing a lot of sewing and stuff on YouTube, and she's moved into, well, she's still doing that, and she makes these like amazing like patchwork like duffel bags and little like clutches and stuff, you know. And I actually just talked to her and worked out a thing to get some fabric from her. But she's making junk journals too, and she just has such a really cool style. I just love it. And the way that she incorporates fabric and stuff into her like tags and her envelopes and stuff is really, really, really neat. So you guys check her out. She's pretty cool, and she's actually Australian, but she lives in Italy. And she has her daughter every once in a while on her videos and stuff, and it's really, really cute. It's really cute to hear her and her daughter talking, and you know, with their cute accent, you know. Anyway, so yeah, check out Roxy Creations on YouTube and also on Etsy. So, and I'll be doing a haul video from stuff that I'm going to get from her as soon as it comes. It'll probably be a few weeks, but anyway, so that being said, yeah, she has completely inspired me. And one of the things that she does, which I think is really cool, is Karla actually kind of turned me on to her channel via my dilemma of having so many book pages that, you know, it's like you can only do so much with book pages, right? Not true. Like, there's tons of stuff you can do with book pages, and I just forget about all the stuff you can do. But one of the things that I've been doing lately is just gluing them together to make thicker paper, you know, to make almost like cardstock. And, you know, some of them I glue two together, depending on, excuse me, the thickness of the paper. Like this one, the paper is real thin, and this is just 2 pages. But I thought it would make a cool envelope or something, you know. Some of the more fragile papers, like this is a really, really old book of sheet music. It's so fragile that I just I couldn't really do anything with it all by itself, except for maybe use it in collage and stuff. So I started the whole magazine from the first one, and you can download all kinds of stuff for free. Okay, well, I will definitely check that out, Georgia. Thank you for that. So it's the Cornell University Library Online, Making of America. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't think you can post links in the chat, and I don't think I have any. I'm gonna just go ahead and make you a moderator for the chat if you don't mind. So if we need to add any links or anything like that while you're here, if you wouldn't mind doing that for us. And keep an eye out for trolls. I appreciate it, Kat. Right on. Thank you. So anywho, it's just a good way to use up a bunch of book pages, because honestly, like, I have 3 gigantic file cabinet drawers full of book paper, so book pages. So anyways, the lady's name is Rachel on Roxy Creations, And she just does some really neat work with some like collaging and stuff on her tags, and she does a lot of stitching and that kind of thing. So just kind of inspired me, and so I started pulling out stuff that I wanted to use in collage that I've been kind of just saving and stockpiling, and you know, yes, Popo hat. Yeah, Judy. So, you guys are so cute. Just glue it to something else, you know. And I'm using matte Mod Podge. You know, if you want to spring for matte medium, use matte medium. But the matte Mod Podge is great. It doesn't. It's not sticky or anything. You know, I suppose if it sits on top of another, honestly, it's not nearly as sticky as the glossy. So anyway, so I just started doing these. Okay, I started out, I cut up a whole bunch of these book page like tags, right? So I started just doing like little like collages on them individually. Okay, and then I was like, oh my god, this is gonna take me forever, because like I have like this huge stack of them, right? Because I don't do anything in moderation. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to do like the larger sheets, and then I'll just cut them down. I'll just cut them down into tags as I need them, you know. So I pulled out like this tray, which is just full of, this is the stuff that I use for tags, or for tiles. So, you know, there's all this like this handwritten ephemera and stuff. Like, it's really, really brittle, and you know, there's really not much you can do with it except for maybe scan it, reprint it, or use it in collage. So I just have a bunch of that kind of stuff that you know, and this is just random book pages, some, you know, pattern tissue, and then I've got this little stack of kind of cool just ephemera, you know, handwritten, typed on an actual typewriter stuff. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for that. And then some handwritten letters, and yeah, so some just random kind of stuff that I've been sort of hoarding. And then I don't know if you guys remember when I burned the oh my gosh, I could smell it. The crackle paste on the book covers that I was working on. So I saved all of the, you know, stuff that I had burned, and I think it looks really cool on some of these tags. So I got a bunch of that, and then I've got some like onion skin paper that I had coffee dyed, and it got a little bit too brown. So that, and some coffee filters. What else do I have in here? Just, you know, just old paper things, you know. And so I'm just doing some collages and stuff, and I've done a whole bunch, and then I'll just cut these down as I need them. And I'm trying to use washi tape, because I have a good zillion rolls of washi tape and I never use them. Yeah, you remember that, Kat, when I did that? Yeah, so don't throw that stuff away, right? Look at it. It's cool. And it's you know, it's flexible. I can cut it, you know. It's not that brittle. Plus I'm coating it with Mod Podge now, so so I'm just kind of showing you guys. This is blank on the back, so that's nice. Trying to add a little bit of color here and there. Just showing you what I've done so far. Some of these are still a little bit wet. But see, these will be neat to just cut into tags. And I can stitch like an image on the front or something like that. So yeah, I've done a lot, huh? Once you get going, once you get everything out that, you know, you feel like is good collage material, and just get started, it's pretty easy to crank out quite a bit. More color, I know, huh, Judy? What is onion skin paper? Onion skin paper is, it's like vintage typing paper. I'll get some that is not burned and coffee dyed. So this is onion skin paper, and this is probably from like some kind of law office or something. Um, and we like the sound of it, and it's somewhat translucent, you know, but it's really sturdy until you get it wet. So yeah, this is onion skin paper. It doesn't always come with those lines and numbers, you know. Vintage public domain site that had a fee as well as some free images. Yeah, so it's vintage.com. It's with 2 I's. And I think it's like, they have some amazing stuff on that site. As far as onion skin paper, let me just say this really quick. It comes in different weights, okay? This is the caressable onion skin with the cockle finish, okay? So it's, and then it's a 25% cotton fiber content. It comes in different weights. There's a student grade. You have to find it like on an auction site, Georgia. They don't make it anymore. It's just not marketable anymore, really. It doesn't work really well in a printer because it has a lot of texture to it. But this was the like premier paper for documents or for like resumes and things like that, like in the 60s, you know, 50s, 60s, 70s. But now it's just, you just don't find it anymore. So, you see it on eBay all the time. They sell it for like, you know, 10 sheets for like $10 or $5, $6 or something. So, yeah, that's where you get it. And then, so there's that, and then this is more of a lightweight. This is more of a lightweight onion skin paper. This is what they call student grade, but it's still typing paper, but it's really thin. And this has a little bit of texture on one side, but it's real smooth on the other side. And I've cut this a little bit narrower than normal, but anyway, so this is onion skin paper as well, but it's a lot thinner. So it's called, this is what they call Campus Bond. So it's the 16-pound medium weight. So it's real lightweight. So if you find something that's like a 20-pound or something, that would be more along the lines of what I just showed you, the other one. Love, love, love onion skin paper. It's really fragile though when it's wet. Just saying. Yeah. So yeah, vintage.com. Yep. Isn't she a good moderator? I know. I know. I should have done that years ago. Thank you, Kat. So I want to do some stuff on here, and I've been using a lot of masking tape. I'm trying to stay kind of in a more neutral sort of color palette, because I want to be able to attach some like somewhat colorful images to this later, you know, and I don't necessarily want those to clash. I want it to be a good neutral kind of background. And then I'm also using a little bit of like paper tape, just like medical tape, just like the texture. I don't remember where this came from, where this like super white masking tape came from, but Just very random. Just randomly placing some tape on here. You know, and some of them I overwork it. Some of them, oh, look at, oh, I forgot this was music paper. Some of them I overwork it a little bit, but, you know, no big deal. Oh, your husband's bringing dinner? Right on, Kat. Well, just let me know. Judy, you mind if I make you a moderator just for when Kat needs to leave? In case, you know, you're still here. It's nice to have moderators. So I'm doing it. So you're official. Is neutral a phase you're going through? I don't know, Kathleen, if neutral is a phase I'm going through. I don't think so. I think I've always kind of been neutral. I'm like Canada, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I was asking Judy Gillette. I'm sorry. Hello, Artsology. How are ya? No, I don't think it's necessarily a phase I'm going through. But like I said, I am wanting to, I'm going to come back onto this paper and add images on top of it. So after I cut it into tags and stuff. So that's part of the reason that I want to keep them kind of neutral. And plus I want to be able to use them in lots of different, you know, books and stuff. So that's part of it. So yeah, like this letter is just completely beat up. And I'm not necessarily thinking about this as like a composition all by itself. You know, I'm really actually trying to not think about composition all that much. I'm trying to just get some stuff on here, and then you know, because my intention is that I'm going to be cutting this into pieces. So that in that bottle is matte Mod Podge. It's not Aleene's Tacky Glue, just so you know. And this is just a piece of Braille paper. So where I need like a heavier glue. Okay, Kat. Well, thank you. So, oh, okay, okay. You can post web links as well as go troll hunting. Yes. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, let her know what kind of powers she has now. And you can delete comments that are, you know, rude or inappropriate, that kind of thing. You know, from people that are just being a jerk, basically. You know, especially like somebody we don't know, you know. But Kathleen, are you scared of color? I know a couple other people that are a little bit uncomfortable with color. And Judy Gillette is completely not afraid of color. She's like the colored queen. She's like a unicorn. Yeah, she's kind of like a unicorn. So this is some more. This is like that real fragile. So I've got 3 sheets glued together. Yeah, this is 3 sheets. So it's now pretty heavy. You know what I mean? Yeah, napkins are a great collage material. I have this this Tim Holtz collage paper. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to maybe use a little bit of this too. I'm trying not to use it too much, like, you know, just like little bits here and there. I did collage some like whole tags with this paper though, too. And then I have another one that's like floral. It's like flowers, colorful flowers, you know. But I like this paper. It's super thin. It's actually pretty sturdy. And yeah, and I like the imagery. And I try not to care about like wrinkles and stuff like that. Like, I'm not trying to make it perfect, because that is going to add texture and that kind of stuff. So this is just like rice paper. Just some pieces of rice paper that I've torn up already. I think it's rice paper. It might be mulberry paper, but no, it's rice paper. Mostly just looking for texture. Messy, messy. This is why, you know, I did, I don't know, a dozen pages in like, I don't know, half an hour or so before I started streaming. This is some of that paper that came off of the books that I burned in the oven. You're not a troll. Okay, Kitty. Yeah, we know. We got your number already. That's right. Cheeky people. Not necessarily Kitty. That's so funny. You can put people in timeout. I love that. I love that. So this is just some like eco-dyed paper that I have. One of the pages that, you know, got all ripped up when I was trying to dry it. I should pull out some more of those. I'm going to go grab some more of my eco-dyed papers. So I'm just using like a heavier, this is Elmer's Craft Bond tacky glue. I'm using heavier glue to hold down that heavier stuff. Piece of washi. Let's put some sparkly in there. See, now I'm like completely overworking this. Did you put Kitty on timeout? That's so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious. We still love you, kitty. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, I can't untime out them, sorry. 300 seconds. Oh my god, that's terrible. If anybody ever timeouts me, I'm going to be super mad. I'm just looking for this paper real quick. Oh, that's so funny. She is a good girl, you know. She's just misunderstood. Poor kitty. Oh, that's super funny. Okay. I wonder if maybe I could just do... Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'm using my computer, and I'm telling you, the whole entire screen is just smashed. Just tearing a few little strips that I can use. Nice color in this, actually. I love what the onion skin does on the eco dye. You know, yeah, it's the profile. Well, so my obvious like. Yeah, Kat. Now, I hope she's not too upset about it. Okay, let's do a bigger one. Waltz of the Flowers. So I think this is just 2 sheets. No, it's 3. This is 3 sheets. This is just some kind of funky old brush that I probably left in a jar for way too long. I'm going to use some of this burnt up onion skin paper. I wonder... It looks like the Mod Podge is going to hold that down. I was kind of wondering if maybe I should use a heavier glue on that eco-dyed paper, but seems like it's holding okay. And this is just pattern tissue. Okay, and then I want some tape on there. I don't know if it gets tougher when it gets burned. It definitely gets crispier, you know. It's very, very brittle. It's very brittle. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that it's really usable for anything other than this kind of application. But I love the color of it, you know, and the texture is really cool. So I'm also planning to, at some point, you know, probably as I'm making, my intention is to make a bunch of tags, okay? But I'm probably going to add some scraps of fabric and stuff on this too, you know, down the road. More masking tape. I love masking tape. Okay, Georgia, we'll be here. So what is your husband bringing for dinner, Kat? I'm curious now. So then I'm going to go over this, just add a little bit of this handwriting. Okay, so that's good. And then I'm just kind of making sure that the masking tape is got a little bit of glue on it to hold it down. And I might actually gesso some of these a little bit too, just for fun. I love this super old sheet music. So cool. I just love the color of it, you know. You're hoping for sushi? I want a pizza. You're going to go make brownies, Judy? Oh. I started my diet a few days ago, you guys. And I did cheat one time already, but you know, at least I'm honest. My son decided that the second day of my diet was he just had to make a cake. So he decided to make this like orange or strawberry or some kind of cake or something. And I'm just saying, like, as it was cooking, like the whole entire house smelled so delicious. After they went to bed, I had to sneak a piece. So you're having trouble using your old papers? Well, just keep saving them and use them up. You know, I was wondering if anybody would think that that's why I had a migraine, but I think, and my mom said that too, I'm not starving and I'm not hungry, or you know, it's not, I don't think that's what it was. I think it was because of reading on my phone, and I need new glasses. I honestly think that's what it was. And also, we've had some weather changes over the last few days here in Spokane, so I think that has more to do with it than my diet, honestly. I mean, if it keeps on, then, you know, I'll definitely have to try to figure it out, but this is a piece of the cover of the Braille paper. Wait, and I want to put something a little bit lighter behind it. Whoa. Ew. So gloppy. There. And you know what else this paper that I'm like working on would be really good for, I think? For book covers too, you know. Oh, are you leaving, Kat? Okay. Okay. We'll be all right. Judy, you'll be okay. You'll be all right. Just keep an eye on. Is Kitty back yet? Yeah, Judy lives in California. Is Kitty back yet? I'm sorry, Kitty. All right, so yeah, this one got a little bit thick. It's like a little bit thicker than I really wanted it to, but that's okay. I can use it for something. So this is just like one of those law books, which are like super, super thick. So this is one that's made from the law books, and I think this is 3 pages too. Yeah, this is 3 pages glued together. Let's see. And this is some ledger paper that Karla sent to me. I think masking tape is a really good way to start out a collage. I don't know. I just like the texture of it, and I don't know. It just looks so, I don't know, mixed media-y, right? And plus, like, if the different colors and stuff, I don't know. I mean, that's basically what washi tape is, right? It's masking tape. I've got to use this washi tape, you guys. I seriously think we need to do a washi tape, like, swap or something. But then, if I do that, I'm just going to get more washi tape that I won't use. You know? I just need to get rid of it. Did Kat leave? Okay, Eve. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. And then this is like, this is some paper from a spine of a book, and it's real, one of the law books, I think. It's really thick, but I don't know. I just like it. I like it. Okay. All right. I was just wondering if she was still here. See, all of this stuff, it's like, I don't know. I mean, you can't save every single little tiny piece of paper, right? But I mean, you could. You can. And you can use it, you know. Like I saved this stuff, you know what I mean? Just, I don't know. Maybe just crazy people do that, but. We like it. So funny. My mom will be like gonna throw something away or something, you know, and she's now like she started questioning it. Like, do you want this? You know, she asked me. She'll ask me if I want stuff now before she throws it away, which I think is pretty cool. Just want to layer a little bit of paper over that in a couple little spots because I don't know. I like that. Here. And that's okay if that's kind of sticking up off the page, but it's stuck on there. It's not going anywhere. And I can always tack it down a little bit better later too. All your food boxes, yeah, Judy. I mean, they come in handy, and we always find uses for that kind of stuff, right? Absolutely. It was kind of funny. One of my kids was over the other day, and I don't even know what I was doing, but I was most likely in here working, you know, and I think I showed him, I don't know if I showed him a book or something. I don't remember what I was working on, but he goes, that's what's cool about junk journaling. He goes, it doesn't even take any skill. I just thought it was really funny. He's an older son. He's like 26, but he likes it. He's just like, you know, he's just like, anybody could do it, you know. I'm like, yeah, you can. It doesn't even take any skill. I don't necessarily think that's true, but he just doesn't appreciate my skills. Oh boy. But seriously, you guys, go and watch Roxy Creations. Seriously, she's like freaking awesome. And she, yeah, she's really, really cool. And I really love her, not just her style, but her approach too is really cool. I mean, she's got to be. She lives in freaking Italy, you know? You got to be cool if you're into junk journaling and you live in Italy. Right. I know, Judy. Everybody thinks I'm nuts. In the future, when there are no books, they're going to look at your papers and ask, "How do you read this?" I know, right? I know. I know. That's true. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just really like her, and I'm just on a kick right now of watching her. So, just watching her videos. I think I've probably watched all of them. I think she has like 48 videos or something. So, but yeah, I'm excited to get my order from her. I ordered some fabric, and then you know, I kind of asked her if she would be interested in you know, putting together almost like a special order kind of thing for me, and so she said yes. It's exciting. We all like getting new stuff, right? But she has like a lot of like hemp fabrics and stuff, like antique hemp fabrics, because because they're cool and they're textural and just yummy. Aw, thanks, Jan. Right on. So you're new at junk journals, huh? That's cool. Me too. I'm learning as much as I can. Right on. So for me, the thing about junk journaling is, it's really about repurposing. So this page actually came to me this way, and I don't think I want to add anything to it. This is how this was in the book. Like, it had that on it and everything. But the thing about junk journaling really is to me, is 100% about repurposing. Although, I do want to make something. I want to create something that is pleasant to look at and, appeals to all of your senses and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So, hi, Tracy. Well, it's lovely to see you at this time of day. Oh. Hi, good morning. Is it Carrie? Jen Carrie? um it I just feel like to say that you're making a junk journal, or that this is a junk journal or whatever, I just feel like it needs to have some kind of repurpose element. You know what I mean? I don't agree with. I mean, okay, if you want to say it's a junk journal style or something like that, then I feel like, that's cool. I just feel like, for it to be in the spirit of junk journaling, that because there is like a spirit in that, I feel like it has to have some kind of repurposed element. I mean, not every part of it is going to be repurposed. I use all kinds of stuff that I buy, and I'm not saying I'm the authority or anything like that, because I'm obviously not, but I don't know, it's just my own thinking. It's just the way I feel about it, just making a journal that looks like vintage, just because, you can make stuff look vintage, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a vintage junk journal. It could be a vintage journal for sure, I don't know. I guess I just take a little bit of pride in that, that I feel like I try to repurpose as much as I can with the stuff that falls into my life, and I'm attracted to vintage ephemera, so I try to repurpose as much of that as I can, and it's authentic stuff. Like, this is like a real ledger, anyways, I know I'm just being judgmental or whatever, but I don't know, I'll just shut up about it. Ooh, I would love to see that. Is your name Carrie? Jun Carrie? Jun Carrie? Is your name Carrie? I hope so. I don't know if I like Italian goodies. I do actually have some Italian papers, though. I should use those. It's just like Italian wrapping paper, I don't know, you guys. It's hard for me to stand on my, high horse or whatever and say, that what anybody else is doing isn't whatever they say it is, because it is, and everything changes, right? So, you know, I can't say what one person does is or isn't whatever they say it is, okay? But I'm trying to be as neutral as I can. But for me, I just feel like there needs to be a genuine repurposed element in your book if you're going to call it a junk journal. That's all. That's all. And I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about maybe trying to create some digital like downloads and that kind of stuff too, which is totally fun and totally valid. I just don't know if I would be one to make a junk journal out of something that was just stuff that I downloaded and printed off. That's all. I want there to be some genuine like ephemera in my journals. So anyways, I'm ranting now. Sorry. Okay, hang on a second. I missed a whole bunch of chat while I was ranting. I know, Kathleen. I know. That's exactly. I know. I used to tell my kids, you know, don't throw away your cereal box. Don't throw away that cereal box. You know, even milk cartons, all kinds of stuff, you know. And I just eventually I got to the point where it's like, okay, I can't use any more of this stuff. So I just try to not buy stuff that is going to create that kind of waste in my house. You know, like I buy a lot of food in bulk and stuff, and we don't eat much in the way of, you know, processed foods that come in a box that would have been in the freezer, or, you know, we did use a cake mix the other day, so, you know, we have that box and that kind of stuff. And I save as much of it as I can and try to use it, you know, but at some point it's like, okay, after saving that stuff for years, if you're not using it up pretty regularly, somebody's going to get mad at you. Somebody's going to be like, okay, you got to get rid of some of this stuff. And that's kind of what happened to me. That sort of happened to me. So I just wasn't using as much as was being created in my life. But I recycle as much as I can, and, you know, do my part. I like that little piece of map. Okay, and this needs tape. Yeah, exactly, Georgia. Yeah. That's true, Judy. They do. Judy's saying that food packaging can make really good like shipping boxes, like shipping material. That's true. And I try to use that kind of stuff when I ship, especially a journal like in like a soft envelope. So. Oh, in Mexico they have foil packaging so they don't have so much waste. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I know, like over in Seattle. Hi, Lynn. Over in Seattle, you can't get a bag in the grocery store. I mean, you can, but they charge you for them. You have to bring your own bags, you know. So, let's see. I think I have enough of these to kind of get me started. And I also did like a pretty long like snippet roll the other day. So I'm going to try to use, I've got a whole bunch of book covers that I need to make into journals, and just thinking about maybe using some of this on the spines. I don't know. Let me get rid of this tape off my desk. It's irritating me. I'm just going to let my granddaughter come over here and play with tape. That's what I'm going to do. Her and my grandson, they can just have a tape fest. Yeah, isn't it huge? I know, it's super long. It's like really long and not thin either. I used some coffee dyed cheesecloth underneath everything. So I did just 3 seams with the idea that I could easily cut it like this direction too. See, I like to do that on snippets where, you know, you kind of, like you have these layers that are all sewn down, but then as you use it, you kind of like release. Wrong scissors. These work much better. You kind of like release those layers, you know, so you can see what else is going on underneath everything. So it's not hiding all that stuff that's underneath. If you trim behind your, you know, in between the seams. So anyway, and I also tried not to make it too thick because I'd like to be able to use a lot of pieces of this snippet as like tabs on my books, you know, and then like I'll add buttons and things like that to it too as I go. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks. And I tried to go kind of neutral on this too. You'll see some color, pink and blue and stuff in there, but for the most part I used just my junk journal salad and cheesecloth. Okay, so I want to get rid of this box of stuff. You know, I actually like those. So these are just like tags that are, you know, I just kind of cut out already. Some of them are going to be pockets and tuck spots and stuff. See, this is just that Tim Holtz paper decoupaged on book paper. And I took some of the, I have this really super old, like Latin dictionary, and I just glued a whole bunch of pages onto some coffee dyed paper, and yeah, so I'm going to use those in some journals. I don't know if I'm going to make the paper bags, the popcorn journals, or what, because I mean I've got a ton of book covers that need to be used. You know what I mean? I don't know. All I can say is that I just got to keep working, you know? I just have to keep going and playing with stuff. So I'm just checking these for dryness just to see if they're usable yet. Because I'm going to use my sewing machine. So these two are still a little damp. Just feeling for cold spots. Dries pretty quick. You made some new hats? Right on. Did you post them so we can see them? Judy? Yeah, most of these are dry. Yay. So I might actually, I don't know. It depends on how thick these wind up being after I put the image on them and stuff, or if I put an image on them. But I might wind up stitching a piece of paper on the back, and or I might just gesso the back of some of these. Yeah, these are all definitely still wet. This one's dry. That one's wet. Okay, so these are going to go to the drying spot. Excuse me. So then these are just all images that I've pulled out of books and stuff like that. Stuff that, you know, images that I'd like to use on tags. These could actually just be tags. Here's a bunch of images that I've already stitched onto some book pages that could get stitched on again, like onto one of those cards, you know. Yeah. Just kind of reminding myself what's in here, you know. That's really all I'm doing, because I'm gonna try doing like almost like a little bit of a layout sort of on some of these tags. And let's see. I also want to use some of that snippet too, but oh my gosh. Oh, bye, Georgia. Hang on a second. What's happening? There's one there just reminds me of the work. of Brock. Oh, one of my collage papers. Oh, well, I guess I'm sorry I missed your comment. Okay, Georgia, see you later. Sorry, I was a little bit off in my world for a second there. All right. Okie schmoky. So, seriously, I was so inspired by Rachel, and I love what she was doing with her tags and stuff. And I'm sure that everybody has their own way of doing things, right? Even if it's kind of like making clusters, right? Sorry guys, I can't help it, but I gotta pick the glue off my fingers. So like people making clusters, I love it when people are making clusters. She didn't come back. Oh my gosh, she probably got super mad. No, she's not back. Kitty, I'm sorry I laughed at you. Well, it wasn't really at you, but that was mean. I shouldn't have laughed. Oh, cat. Well, maybe next time, we'll ask first before we put somebody on timeout. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm sure she does. I was wondering if she had come back too earlier. Don't feel bad. If she does, we'll apologize emphatically. And maybe I'll have to put you guys on timeout. Oh. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to try to get some of these images. I was trying to decide what I'm going to do with these. So I want to cut some more up into like tag shapes, So these are kind of similar to the tags that I usually make, where, I just stitch an image onto the front, that kind of thing. I don't know. I just really loved how she did the little bit of collage and stuff. Oh, here they are. I was looking for these ducks. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut up some of these pages. Because that way I can already have the little bit of collage on there and stuff. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with these other ones that I already cut up, but whatever. So I'm getting the paper cutter out, you guys. Look out. Maybe she didn't think so, as all her chat has been removed. So Tracy, you scrolled back and you didn't see any of her previous chat? Whoa. It's okay, Judy. If you need to go make brownies, you can. We're totally fine. I got it. And Kat, if you need to go, that's totally fine. I can watch the crew. Huh, that's weird. That's weird that all of her actual chat is gone. So I kind of like to leave my edges sort of rough, on these, but if it's real brittle and kind of crumbling off, I'll trim it. But well, next time I see her, I will talk to her. I'll send her a message and see what's going on. I know, I hope she's not upset. But, what can you do? So some of these pages aren't glued like all the way perfectly to the edge, which is fine. Because I'm going to be stitching around them anyways. So okay, Judy. You take care. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, see, I think just collaging a whole page is a good way to do it, because then when you're cutting your tags up, I don't know. I just think they seem more, I don't know, random or whatever. I don't know. Just for me, it seems easier because what I started doing, because these are the ones that I was doing just individually, right? And it was going to take me forever. It was going to take me forever. And I was getting frustrated. So that's when I thought, okay, you know what? And then they started all turning out the same. You know what I mean? Bye, Judy. We'll see you soon, okay? Yeah, so they were all kind of turning out the same, and I didn't like that, so that's why I thought, okay, I'm just going to do this whole big giant page. See where I burned myself with the hot glue the other day, guys? That hurt really bad. Yes, less precious, exactly. I think we all kind of have a tendency to, we all kind of feel that way about our supplies or whatever sometimes. Just trying to cut that so that this would be like the hole in the top of the tag. Yeah, these are going to be fun. These are going to be really fun. And then, I can add some like lace and stuff like that wherever. No, size does not matter in tags at all. Size does not matter. Kathleen, you can make them as small as you want. You can make them as big as you want. This is like Bob Ross says, this is your world. Like, you can do whatever you want. And I think it's good to have all different sizes of tags, especially if, you know, you want people to actually use them. And because they all have different applications, right? You know, some of them, but yeah, I mean, people can use them to put a picture on them, or to use as part of like an art journaling entry, or for journaling. So it's good to have different sizes. And then you can make different size pockets and tuck spots and all that kind of stuff too, you know, in your journals. So I know some people say that, you know, tags are supposed to be a certain size or something, but it's like, whatever. If I want my tags to all be the same size and all be like standardized, and I'll just buy shipping tags somewhere, you know. Tagless tags. Tagless tags. Yeah. I guess so. So then there's, you know, there's a tag, and then there's a journaling card, right? So like, I don't know. What's the difference? It's just a place to either glue more stuff onto it, or write on it, you know? I don't know. Or I guess if it's like square or rectangular or something, and it doesn't have a hole in it and a little string or a piece of lace or something, then it's a journaling card. Otherwise, it's a tag. That's the way I interpret it anyways. Something that is shaped like a shipping tag is a tag. If it's not, then it's a journaling card. Or if it folds in half, then it's actually more of a booklet. Yeah, the hole makes it a tag. The hole makes it a tag. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I want to make some of them a little smaller, you know. But I like the little collages on each one. I like it how they all come out different, you know. Yes, there could be round tags. If it has a hole in it, then it's a tag, I suppose. Yeah. So it's the hole that makes it a tag, not the shape. You're absolutely right, Lynn. Otherwise, it's a journaling card. Just my opinion. I don't know. What do you think about that? Well, what? Seriously. It's the hole that makes it a tag. Maybe I should make a video about that. Is it a tag or is it a journaling card, right? I'm trying really hard not to scare you guys with the paper cutter. Although I did cut myself again right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. I just hit it real hard one day. This thing is freaking sharp, okay? That's funny, Tracy. Yes, there's definitely we're like-minded individuals, you know. Yeah, that this one didn't bleed as bad as that one did. So yeah, now I've got a bunch of, oh wait, I was gonna cut this up. I like this. I'm gonna cut this into a few pieces. And then I also have like all of these bird images. Oh my god, I cut apart this bird book. And so I fussy cut a whole bunch of birds earlier today. See? Tons of them. So when I say fussy cut, and I did technically fussy cut these, right? But I tried to leave like a white space around the edges of them. Yeah, guillotines. Yes, I know. But yeah, look at all these. So I wanted to leave some white space and stuff because I didn't feel like fussy cutting all day. But look at how many birds I got. And this is just the like kind of smaller ones that were in the book. Look at the kookaburra. Isn't he cute? That one obviously is larger. But yeah, maybe I'll glue some of these birds on some of those tags too, or journaling cards or whatever. So just looking through here to see if there's any more that I want to use. So some of these I'm gonna just stitch around the edges and just stick them in a pocket, you know, or maybe even fold them in half or something like that, you know. And then I have a whole, this was a huge book. It's a really cool book. Some of them I'll fold in half, and then there's a bunch that I saved out to use as like whole pages. Because I have a bunch of Reader's Digest books that I'm turning into journals. I've got about a dozen of them gutted right now. So I think I need to get my sewing machine out, you guys. I know, Kathleen. Isn't that crazy? You know what was my favorite thing to do when I was a kid? Was make copies for my teacher. I used to love making copies. Like I would take, she'd give, you know, they give you the original and you go to the office and on the, what is it called? A mimeograph machine or whatever. And, you know, where you turn the crank and, you know, with the, what's it called? The, you have like the original or whatever, and then look at, it's a little flower. It's like a little flower. What is that thing called? Who knows what I'm talking about? Yes, like a carbon copy. But Lynn, I don't know how old you are, but or if you did this, but yeah, mimeograph. Yeah, and so you had the original, and it kind of slid in, and there was that big metal drum, and you just, you know, turn the crank, and it would like grab a piece of paper, make a copy, grab a piece, make a copy, and then it would spit it out the other side. Oh my god, I used to love doing that. She could give me like 20 different things that she needed copies of, you know, and we needed one for everybody in our class. So I'd be in there like for a couple hours just making copies for my teacher. I loved it. And then they all had to get like correlated or collated, not correlated, collated and stapled and stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting my sewing machine. Okay. There, I'll kind of push it back so you guys can see. I know you need a degree to make copies now. That's true. That's true. Okay, so I really want to use some of these images that I had pulled out and stitched on to paper already. Some of these I'm going to round the edges before I stitch them because I am. And I'm also going to ink them a little bit. That's funny, Lynn. I know. Why, Kathleen? Did it tell you that you're talking too much? It's like, who determines, how much you can chat on YouTube? That's what I want to know. Whoops, I gotta plug it in. I don't know why it does that. Did it tell you that? Because honestly, I don't think you're talking too much. Oh, you said so? Okay. Is that super obnoxious? It's probably not that loud, is it? Oh, I like it. I like it. And then I can take a little piece of the snippet. Let's see. Okay, good. Good, good. So let's take a little piece of this snippet and see if I can make it work for like a little, little tab on the tag, right? Let's see. Only thing I don't like about these Brother machines now is that they don't backstitch quickly. They have like this super slow backstitch thing, and I hate that. So there. What do you think, guys? Inspired by, yeah, I need to fix my tension. Inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations. Just saying. And I could come back and like add some different fabric onto some of the corners or something on these, or I was trying not to cover up that black, but it doesn't matter. Yes, it is a gigantic inker. My son made these for me on his lathe, and I love them because they don't drop. Like I don't know, just, and they fit really nice in my hand, and then I just glue a new like cosmetic sponge on there when I need one. Whoops, forgot I wanted to round the corners. Oopsie daisy. So I'm kind of leaning towards sort of like a grungy type of look, you know what I mean? That's kind of my goal. Sort of grungy. So I'm just like splitting this open and wrapping it around the back so that I can just stitch it like that. So yeah, it doesn't backstitch, and it makes me super mad. My Singer machine, it backstitches just fine. Real quickly. Like, I'll show you how this one works. Like, to backstitch, it goes like this. And it's really, really, really slow, and then you have to push that button again. You know? Anyways. So there's a couple tags. 2 down, 400 to go. So I could also got these no, I don't want to use those. See, I got these book pages that like these butterfly ones. But there's an image on both sides, and I can't bring myself to, I don't know, to cover one of them up. You know, so I think I'm going to just wind up just stitching around the whole thing. So this one is going to be a tag. And I just eyeball it, you know, I don't measure it. That kind of thing. So it's going to be a tag. Going to stitch it. Whoops. Hold on. Okay, Lynn. I'm stitching. Yeah. Okay, who left now? Until I fell asleep. Sorry. Okay, Lynn. Good night, Lynn. Hope you sleep good, and we'll keep you company until you fall asleep. Yes, I do like to make things in droves. Oh, you know what? Hold on. So I'm going to... No. Yeah. I just want there to be some extra like stitchery on this image. And then I think I want to put some fabric behind it just to make it more complicated. Looking for something. Here we go. Aha. It's just a piece of feed sack cloth. And then I'm going to stitch all the way around the edge of the tag. And for the most part, I just use a straight stitch. You know, people like to alternate zigzag and straight stitch and all that kind of stuff, and use fancy stitches. I don't know, I don't do that much. Yeah, I can't even backstitch on this thing. Okay. And then some kind of, I'm not putting a hole in it, so I don't know if it still qualifies as a tag. Alright, 3 down. Did I lose you guys again? Or are you guys just not talking anymore? I'm just wondering if I lost my connection. Let's see. Okay, I was just making sure. Just making sure because sometimes I don't get any kind of notification or anything, you know? So this one is just going to be a journaling card. And I'm not going to put any kind of little hangy deal on it. It's just going to be like that. There. Trying to decide if it needs a piece of fabric behind it, but I don't think it does. As a job or a hobby, well, I don't have a regular job anymore. So I guess at the moment, yeah, it's what I'm doing to support myself, you know, and it's it it really feels good. Like it feels really really good to do whatever I want to do every day, you know. Let's see. Oh, the new mod in action. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, so I mean, I decided back in February that I wasn't gonna work for the company I was working for anymore, and that I was just gonna try to support myself and my son, um, making journals and doing that. So that's where I'm at, and I mean, I don't know. I am kind of fortunate in that I don't have a huge housing, cost right now. I share a home with my mom, and you know, I pay rent and stuff to her, but it's minimal, and you know, I just don't have a lot of expenses. So it was a good time for me to try to make that happen. So thank you. Yeah. Um, it's not even scary at all. Like it's really not even scary. It's just it's a challenge. That's what it is. It's just a challenge, and because I know that, like, I don't know, if it doesn't work, then I have nobody to blame but me, you know, and I can deal with that. But I don't have to deal with anybody's drama or kiss anybody's you know what, um, because I make the rules, you know. So sometimes I get a little bit obsessive, and um, maybe I kind of feel like, oh my god, I gotta make more stuff, you know, and that kind of thing, because, like, well, my car payment's due or something, you know what I'm saying? Um, it's just I don't know. It just feels really good to just sit here at this desk and just make stuff all the time. That's just what I've always wanted to do. So, yeah, you can buy my work. You can buy all my work if you want to, Kathleen. Yeah, there's actually a link in the description on the live stream to my Etsy store. So, yep. And I do have a sale on right now. It's my birthday sale until August 5th. 15% off any $75 purchase, and then you're always going to get free domestic shipping on any $50 or more purchase, like standard shipping. So, and yes, hi Bonnie. Yep, 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 yep. I want to use some of those birds, but I really need to use up these flowers. Ooh, I forgot about this. I coffee dyed, or actually I tea dyed, a whole bunch of this. This was a tablecloth that, a linen tablecloth. So I tea dyed it and ironed it, and I just want to use some of it on some of these tags. It's really, really pretty. Yeah, check it out. And if you favorite my shop or whatever, I mean, you know, if you do, then you'll get like email notifications whenever like I start a sale, or like when I'm posting new items for sale too. So I am making tags, Smurfy. I'm just making some tags. I started out just doing like some collaging on book pages that I had glued together. Karla got me started doing that finally. I don't know why I never did it before, but I don't know. I mean, I did, but I didn't think of it as a way to like actually get a bunch of book paper used. So anyways, so I've been doing that. Like I stayed up all night the other night just gluing book pages together. So then I did some collaging on some large pieces, and then I cut those large pieces down, and now I'm just stitching some images that I had cut out of some books and stuff, and these are actually stitched onto a piece of book paper also, but it's just like one thin piece. And then now I'm just kind of layering them onto some of these tags. So yeah, making some tags. And I did I made a pretty big like snippet roll the other day, and see, snippet roll. And so I'm using some of that. I just don't function as well when I don't have like a giant pile of stuff around me, I think. I don't know. So then we were having a discussion about what makes a tag, and well, at least I was having a discussion. What makes a tag and a journaling card a journaling card? Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? So is it the hole that makes a tag, or is it the stringy thing? Or if it doesn't have a hole, is it still a tag? I don't know. I'm just stitching around the whole outside edge of this. Trying to make these pretty grungy, I guess. Kind of grungy, vintagey. So what do you think, Sue? What do you think about it, Smurfy? Bonnie, is it Smurfy? Are you Bonnie? I can't ever remember. You know I'm terrible about names. Who's Bonnie? I'm losing my mind. Yeah. So what do you guys think about a tag versus versus a journaling card? Like, what do you think, Nikki? Right. Okay. Thanks, Nikki. You're Bonnie. Duh. I'm sorry, guys. It is like 2:30 in the morning, you know. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Does the whole make it a tag, or what do you think? I know, I can't keep up with names either, Kathleen. Apparently. I can't even remember somebody's name, and it's written right there in front of me. But I know I'm not the only one, so I don't feel terrible about it. You don't have that answer? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. Just wondering. So this one, I think I'm just going to put... Okay, good. Well, Nikki, I'm sorry. You know, it's just it's hard. I know. I love this thing. I know. I get a lot of funny comments about that thing, but I want to have him make me a whole bunch of them so I can sell them in my Etsy shop. Oh. So yeah, so this is probably what I'm going to be doing for, I don't know, the next couple of days at least. So this one needs something else. And something with some color in it. How about that? Yeah. A lot of people like to leave the needle in the corner, like when they stop their stitch, you know, they like to have the needle down. I don't like that for some reason. I like to have it up because I don't like having to turn the what you call it, you know? I used to not like the push button, um, you know, action on this machine. Well, my mom's is the same way, but now I kind of like it. Is the new mod on probation? I know that's what I'm thinking. He should make me a whole bunch of them so I can sell them. Yeah. So this one I'm gonna wind up punching a hole and add some kind of, you know, ribbon or something on it. So that's what I decided on this one. You like needle up too, Sue? I know. I have no idea, Kathleen, where she went. I do see her every now and then in other live streams and stuff, though. And, you know, I'm not sure if she's in my Facebook group or not. But, yeah, I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to try to find her. That all happened before I even knew what happened. You know what I mean? I don't even know what happened or why that happened. So, but, you know, I might have been a little bit irritated with that too. So, you know, I didn't used to use my sewing machine in my junk journals for a long time. And I don't know, now I feel like I don't think I could actually do it like without my sewing machine. It's weird. Like it's just something that just makes it for me, you know. Just makes it I don't know. You know what I'm saying. It's just part of it now. And I mean, I have a friend who she didn't have a sewing machine for a long time, and she made beautiful junk journals, gorgeous, and she just hand stitched stuff. You know, she just did, and you know, did other things besides using her sewing machine, and then she got one, and now, you know, it's like it just really increases the amount of work you can get done too. And I leave strings long generally, like for the most part. And yeah, my tension is all screwed up on this thing. But swing on paper will be on bucket list. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too, Nikki. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't I use fabric a lot in my journals, like with paper, you know, so. Who's her brother? Yeah, I bet it was Kathleen. Brothers they make great machines. You know what was my best sewing machine that I ever had though? Just as far as like reliability and durability and like it was such a workhorse. I loved that sewing machine. I had a Singer 301A, 301A. It was a slant needle machine that was made in 1957, and it had been my dad's, and he left it to me, and um, man, I used that machine a lot. It would sew through like 8 layers of denim, no problem. No problem. I used to make all kinds of stuff with like upholstery fabric and stuff and leather and, you know, and that machine was just amazing. I wish I had another one. I wish I could get another Singer 301A. It was a rad sewing machine. And it was like something about the needle being at a slant. It just had more like torque or something, you know, like it could just get through um, massive layers of fabric, you know, and all it did was a straight stitch and a zigzag. Like that's all it did, and that's all I ever wanted, you know. Of course, I had the like all the attachments that came with it, so like the ruffler and the little uh like what's it called, the so it makes a real thin little rolled seam or rolled hem and stuff, and I had all of those different attachments, but I never used them. I know, I miss mine too. Oh, you're gonna get your aunt's patterns, her sewing patterns? Right on. Yeah. I've never been very good at sewing from a pattern. Oh. Britannia in Style 65, and it works like a dream. Huh. I've never heard of Britannia as far as a brand of sewing machine, but I'm not like a sewing machine, you know, expert, obviously. Um, yeah, well, I had a guy tell me that when I took that Singer 301 into, we have this one little shop here in Spokane where they'll service sewing machines and stuff. And he told me that, I mean, this is an old timer, you know, and he said that the Singer 301, there was a 301A, a 401A, and a 501, I think. And he said that series of machine, he said, is the best machines that Singer ever made. That's what he said, but, you know. Oh, it's more of a UK brand? Okay. In the last life, they didn't get the attachments and all the feet. Okay, I'm not following. Anyways. So yeah, that's what I just was inspired to come on and stream for a little while, and I didn't stream on Wednesday because I had a migraine, and it actually pretty much has gone away now, so I'm happy about that. But I just want to come and say hi to you guys and hang out, and mostly I wanted to talk to you about Rachel because I'm really excited about her channel and her work and stuff. I just feel like I just really think that she needs to be out there, and I want you guys to go check her out. So I will put her info in the description as soon as the video uploads. So, but if you just search for it, it's Roxy Creations. One second. Yeah, Roxy Creations on YouTube. And cat. Cat the troublemaker. The crowd, I was gonna say. Anyway, all right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go, but try to stay out of trouble while I'm not watching you, okay? Your mom had one of those singers from the 50s, Sue? Those machines are so awesome. Those machines are just awesome. If any of you guys ever run across one of those Singer sewing machines from the 301, the 401, or the 501, just buy it because they're amazing. They're just super durable, awesome machines. So, anyways, does your mom still have it, Sue, or do you have it now? Yeah. Okay, good, Bonnie. Keep an eye on her. Yeah, she. And somebody find. Well, I'm gonna look for her, but if you guys see Kitty, make sure and try to schmooze her, okay? Because I don't want her to be mad at us. Cat. All right. Well, listen, I love you guys a lot, and I'm really happy that you showed up. Thanks for hanging out with me. Got it stolen from the repair shop. Of course. See? I told ya. I won't even tell you what happened to mine. It's a whole long story, but yes, give her extra pats. Oh, boy. All right, you guys. Take care, okay? I'll see you on Sunday. We're going to work on, maybe on popcorn journals. I got new popcorn bags. They're bigger. Bigger popcorn bags. All right. Love you guys. Bye for now.